Young, as we talked about, has brought people from all over the area. Again, New York, New Jersey, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Florida. We can go further and further that people have come to work for MV Young. And as he does that, he's brought... we are starting hot. I was about to put MV Young over a little longer. I hope he's not angry at me that I didn't get to say more nice things about him. But Joe Krule has started this match hot.
We didn't even have time for the introductions that were going to be done by Matt Little in the ring there. Joe Krule versus King MV Young. Oh, MV Young there chopping Joe Krule down to size. He didn't like getting jumped like that.
MV with the senton. And, you know, look, here's the thing. I understand you're Joe Krule. This is MV Young's backyard barbecue. It's his show. He's the guy who's bringing everyone together. Look, if I'm Joe Krule and I beat MV Young in his own show.
Oh, that'll make a name for yourself right there.
Next summer, we're running Joe Krule's barbecue here at Voodoo Brewery.
Yeah. Nick Shin trying to gain some control. MV Young, on the other hand, gets stronger and wider every time I see him.
Yeah, and if I'm Joe Krule, this is the last thing I wanted to do, which is get on the floor with a guy like MV Young.
MV Young is used to having matches where there isn't even a ring.
Yeah, MV is a guy, going for a suplex on the grass. No, counter Krule! I was going to say, when I met MV, he was a young up-and-comer here in Pittsburgh, trying to find his way. And it really wasn't until he moved to New York. It wasn't until he moved to Brooklyn and started being this guy that fought in bars for some money. Right. It would be this tough opportunity of, hey, I got to make rent this month. So what am I going to do? I'm going to beat up 5 guys in a bar. That MV Young really found himself of who he really is.
Brooklyn is that kind of place where if you want to find a fight in a bar, you can find one. And MV found many. MV and started inviting people to fight him.
Oh yeah, there is a thing about MV. Once he wants to test himself continuously. Yeah. So it's finding the best and the brightest. It's finding the biggest and the baddest and putting them into their match, into their place, and fight them.
That's the only way you get better, though, is testing yourself continuously. Joe Krule, if he's smart, will be better at the end of this match than the beginning, win or lose, because this is a test for him. And he crumples to the ground after taking that forearm by MV Young.
I got to say, Joe Krule did not want to go on the outside with MV Young, because this is where MV Young thrives. 2, I think Joe Krule did not want to writhe around in the grass and dirt with that gear, because that is some sweet, sweet gear. I got to say that. Gear. And I hope it doesn't get too muddy and it washes out.
You put a little bleach on it. I'm not really sure. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, they're going into the chairs now where all the people are.
Straight right hand. That is a knockout shot. That's a Buster Douglas shot right there. And look, I'm not going to yell at MV about the chairs because he helped set them up, but he just missed on a cannonball and ate that chair into the lower back.
Joe Krule moved, and sometimes that's all you got to do is move out of the way. And the complexion of this match has changed. We don't know how badly hurt MV is after that.
Now Krule using that chair on. I'm assuming this is Falls Count Anywhere.
I mean,
because Nick Shin just counted, and that is a double stomp to a chair to the sternum.
Nick Shin's in charge. If he says you can count on the ground, you can count on the ground.
We did not get the introduction, so I wasn't fully understand if this was a Falls Count Anywhere match or not, but I saw Nick Shin making a count there, so I'm assuming it is.
We can blame Joe Krule for that, I think.
Yeah, for stopping the introductions.
Oh, they're coming this way. Oh! Did you hear that?
I heard that.
That was MV Young's face bouncing off of the corner of the ring.
That is one of the loudest things I have heard all day, which is MV Young's head going right into that post. And Joe Krule has MV right where he wants him. You talk about a cruel ending. 2. No.
Referee Nick Shin right there to make the count. MV Young is in trouble.
I'm not going to say that I'm surprised that MV Young was able to kick out. I've seen him take some shots to the skull before, but that shot to the ring post was one of the hardest shots I've ever seen MV Young take to the skull.
Joe Krule going for more, raining those blows down. MV has found his way to his feet, but that doesn't mean he's not out.
Big kicks, and this is smart by Joe Krule, just staying on MV Young. You cannot let MV Young get space.
Joe is taking his time too. He doesn't want to get out of breath. No. He doesn't want to expend too much of his own energy.
No, we talked earlier about the humidity, and that has changed as this heat is now blaring down. And MV
Up to the second rope. Going for a superplex. The explosive power of MV Young going all the way to the top rope. Scored all the way over. Keeps the hook.
And another bridge. No, and only a 2 count. Man, that is shades of Kurt Angle with how fast that MV Young just stepped up those ropes and grabbed Joe Krule from the top.
MV Young is so explosive, and every limb on his body is so strong. You see his legs there? That's why he can jump like that.
What I said about earlier with Joe Krule is you do not want to give MV Young space.
No.
And once MV gets space, and you see it on these strikes, watch how far he can rear back. You want to stay up close and personal with MV Young as much as possible, because when he's got room to swing, when he's got room to maneuver, he's Vlad Guerrero Jr. in there. He's going to swing for the fences, he's going to get a home run, he's going to bat flip, and he's going to dance.
Yeah, well, so far he's making Joe Krule flip from the force of those strikes. Krule scores with the German suplex, though.
Oh!
Kick to the side of the head. Great
Buzzsaw
combo.
style kick!
So close.
That Tajiri buzzsaw kick that
yeah.
can knock you out in a second. And that is 2 shots MV has taken to the skull that make me worried a little bit. That ring post earlier and now that buzzsaw kick right to the skull. You know, concussions are nothing we don't like talking about them, but Nick Shin is asking about stopping him because that is 2 massive headshots.
MV Young is not going to stop this match.
No.
The only way MV Young will consent to have this match stopped is if he has already pinned his opponent. Oh, dragon suplex. Full bridge, but couldn't quite get the cover. Or couldn't quite get the pin, I should say. That was a cover.
They did get the cover, but unfortunately not able to get the pin for MV Young. Now setting up Krule. Oh!
Straight shot with the knee.
That's it.
There's another cover. He's got that leg hook.
Oh, wow. That was a straight knee shot, and Joe Krule able to kick out. I am shocked.
MV is surprised. MV thought that was going to be it. Joe Krule is bringing his toughness. He knew he was getting in a fight with the king of the Poly MCL today.
Like I said, you can't give MV Young space because he can fly at you, that pace and space that he needs.
Yep.
Look out. Sits out.
There's another cover. MV Young kicks out. Krule looks surprised now. Both men have given each other their best shots.
Yeah, that sit-out style DDT, he calls that the Krule hours. He's been looking for that. And now...
nothing fancy about this. He's going for chairs.
And I think it's a little even more insulting because MV set those chairs up. You know, this is his show.
Yeah.
He's the guy who's here, you know, at 10 o'clock setting up chairs for these fans.
Maybe a disadvantage. He may be tired.
That is also true. I did not actually think about that. That is very, very true. And now Krule.
Oh, I see what we're doing here. Joe Krule is challenging MV Young to a good old-fashioned.
This is a mistake. This is a mistake. I know that Krule wants to prove himself, but this is a mistake if I'm Krule.
That was a good shot, but...
Sure. But this is MV Young's wheelhouse. This is what he likes.
I'm going to have to agree with you there. MV Young is a fighter, and this is a strategy you use in a fight.
And look, it is all about gut checks in a place like this. And Joe Krule trying to gut check himself, but MV never going to fight clean.
Well, if it was supposed to be 1-1, Joe Krule took 3, and MV Young took his teeth out. Brainbuster on the chair. He could get those shoulders to the mat. That's going to do
100.
That's all. The king on his throne wins again. We're all better people.
Here is your winner, and still the reigning and conquering Enjoy and Fest and Wrestlers Laboratory Champion, MV Young!
Just amazing. What an athlete. Nice throw. Almost. There we go. Oh, yeah, that heat. Is MV going to share? No. Why would he?
Yo, Jack. Hey, listen, Here, you're in Pittsburgh, baby. Yeah, you're in Pittsburgh. Come on. New Kensington. I know. Hey, listen. 2 years ago, I wrestled one of my OGs, and he beat the living shit out of me. And he told me, come back when you're ready, come back tough, and when you do, you better hit harder, and you better beat me. And I'm here to pass that on to you. Good fight.
That's a real champion right there.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.